What's up, Blue Chips? 4 trades today, 2 on CPB, 1 on AMBA, and 1 on Dell. Let's get to it. All right, so we got AMBA up here. We're going to start just 50 shares at 56.51. This isn't exactly our play. We had this chart up watching for the hangover, and we're getting the pop here right out of the gate. So we're looking to just short into that and look for the drop. See if we can get down there towards 56. We might just take this. There we go. Actually, the bid's under. It'd be nice if the ask comes down. Come on, ask. Down. All right, we're going to just take it there. 56.07. Not a bad first trade there, right at the bell. Take it. All right, we got CPB. This one's right off the scanner. As you can see, it's going pretty nutso. See if we can get the bid back up there. Really like the bid to get up a little bit higher. It's coming down. We're going to start it. Saw the ask coming down there. We'll take 100 shares here at 50. There we go. Nice little drop. If we can get a decent little drop here, we'll probably just take 75% right there. Left with 25 shares. See if we can get back down there. Had a bit of a spike through VWAP. All right, coming back down. We're through 46. Let's take 75% again. It's going to leave us with 7 shares, but it's going to allow us to set a stop range order here and be happy with it. All right, our order's sitting here at 60. All right, 59 on the bid. No orders have went through yet. There's one. That's not cool. All right, we got Dell up here. Just made a pretty intense move. It's on the scanner, but it's not going absolutely crazy. Might just look for a quick scalp here. We'll start it there. We got 52.65. I was going to try to wait till it got to 53, but it didn't feel like it wanted to. We'll look to add up there through 53 if it gets there. I'm not really liking the way that this is acting. Didn't get the add through 53. It didn't really give us the pop we were looking for through 53. So maybe we'll just put an order in here at 52.60. All right, and just like that, we're out. Okay, so we took 5 cents there. We'll just be happy with that. Wasn't really happy with how we played that. Just kind of watching CPB here. It made a quick move when we got stopped out of our last shares there. Looking for this to kind of double top. And we're going to start it here. We got 86. God, that sounds horrible. I'm going to be looking for this to come back down towards 50. That's kind of all we're looking for here. Kind of just hanging out up here. Pretty good move up there into a double top, and doesn't seem to want to pull back at all. Doesn't exactly make us feel too comfortable. But if it wants to continue through 47 on this same move, we'll look to add. All right, through 47. See if we can get a nice little extension here. See if we can get up into the 20s. There we go. And we're going to hit it there. We actually got 22. Bid popped up there for us. That pop is what we were looking for. It looks like it wants to continue here. If it wants to go right through 50, we'll look to add through 50. We're going to do a 112 on this one. So looking at our shares, this is going to be our last add. Do a 112 and be done with it. It's a pretty nice move here. We'll be looking for this to come back down towards 47. All right. Through 50. We're going to add there at 54. And this is going to be our last add. If it wants to run towards 48, we're going to see what it does there. We're going to let this set a high. There's a big seller there. Oh, it just got eaten through at 60. But if it gets up to 48, like it looks like it wants to try, we're going to go ahead and just let it set a top here and then start to pull back And if it wants to go high a day again, then that's going to suck because that's going to be our cut. So we're just looking to get bailed out of this one. I got the order in there at 26 for 400 shares, but this thing is just coming right down to our average / order, and it just does not want to fill us at all. Here we go, 28. Come on, just get down there and get us out. We'll be happy. All right, we're actually going to take half there at 35, and of course it went right down. The reason I took half is it's going to take our risk off a little bit. So now we can actually try to let this work for us a little bit more. I would have just taken all of our shares there and been happy, which we would have got filled right there. But let's see if we can get down a little bit further now. Let these work for us a little bit. See if we can get down there towards the teens. There we go. So we can get a dry. Okay. We'll look to cover half here. We'll take it there at 18. So now we still got 100 shares. See if we can get down there towards 47. Back to that previous resistance. See if it wants to use it as support. So a little change of plans there actually might have worked out. Took that first half off there for a little bit of a loss just in case it wanted to bounce right there, eliminate some of our risk. But it allowed us to do this, and it's actually working out. We're just going to take the whole thing here when we do. And just looking for the 47 flush. Put the order in there at 95. Hopefully it'll give us the flush and just fill us real quick. It does not look like it wants to get through 47 though. It's probably going to try to use this as support. There it's at 47. Feel like it would have just popped through. Yeah, we're going to take it there at 03. There it goes. Oh, it tried. Yeah, I think this thing's going to squeeze up here. So, all right. So the trade actually worked out better than we planned. All right, traders, that was my 4 trades. The 2 here on CPB, the 1 on AMBA, and the 1 on Dell. I won't go over the ones on Dell and AMBA. Those were just kind of scalps. And the 1 on Dell actually just didn't really work out the way we wanted it to. So we'll just go over CPB real quick. The first trade that we took here was pretty much right at the bell. Had the nice, quick, intense move up. We actually missed our ad at 47. We wanted this thing to get through 47, looking for the ad, never got it, but it pulled back pretty quickly. We took off 75% of our position, which was, we only had 100 shares, so we took off 75. Then we actually took off 75% more, which was 18 of the 25. And the reason we did that is because we were trying to get down to this previous resistance. We're trying to let these trades work for us. And sure enough, we had the order in at 60 there, and it didn't fill us, which is a little bit frustrating because the bid did go through it, and that's just one of the things I've been noticing with offshore brokers, or pretty much the 2 that I've been with. They don't tend to fill you like that. I mean, plus it was 7 shares, and the routes that we're using, no one's probably sitting on that route for 7 shares right there, kind of thing. So, it is what it is. So we put the range order in looking to get back down to here and retest it. We never did, and we actually had our stop originally set at high of day. When it came up here and set a lower high, we actually put it at 46.51, and then it came down and made another lower high, and so we put it at 46.31, knowing that if it, made a higher low, that it would probably squeeze. And so we got stopped out right when it went above that, 31. I think it was at 31. Looks like we got a little slippage there. The stop was at 31, but it gave us 34. And it squeezed. So we actually looked, since this was a pretty big move, we were looking for this to double top off of the previous resistance here at 47. It actually squeezed through. We got an ad. It decided to keep squeezing. We got another ad. And, it was a higher price stock. The buying power was an issue. We couldn't do 1124. Could have did 1122 if I wanted to. Decided I actually decided I was going to if we got to squeeze through 48, but as you can see, it only got to 48.03, so we just kind of let it work out, and we had to play the waiting game on this one. It did come back, and we ended up making a pretty, decent trade out of it. So not too upset. Could have played it a little bit better. Probably looking back, shouldn't have taken this first entry. Should have really saw if it was going to double top or not. Kind of let it confirm itself. It would have been much better to get in after we found out that it was a double top versus assuming it was going to double top. So that was a little bit my fault. And, if this was our first entry, it would have been 1, 1, 2, and that would have been an absolutely beautiful trade. So definitely something to learn there on CPB. And that's all I got for you guys. So don't forget the live stream is tonight. We're going to go over the month of August, and then we're going to do a free-for-all after we're done that. And yeah, don't forget about the giveaway as well if you want that. We are going to wait until next Friday. We didn't quite reach 400 subscribers, but we are getting super close. I think we're at 396. So if you want to enter for that, you still have a whole week to do that, but don't forget to do it. And I'll see you guys tonight because you're all going to come to the live stream, right? 9:30 Eastern. I'll see you then. Peace.